Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Out for a throw. He's looking wide. Cruyff, brilliantly cut out. Well, there's a probing ball. Benfica controlling the possession in this early phase. And here's Cruyff. Pedri. Yaya Toure. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar.
That was lovely, that.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Pelé. Neymar. Pelé. Neymar. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Can he get it through? Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Plays it across.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Pelé. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Great vision. And this is Cruyff. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's cut it out. Zanetti delivers. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Pedri, well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pelé. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! It's bounced back off him this time, surely!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Neymar. Mateus. Now it's Bale. Sporting, finding their passes. Lahm. And this is Neymar. Lahm plays in it. He gets big. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Van Dijk gets across and deals with it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Zanetti. And this is Cruyff. And he's had a hit. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Benfica with the corner. They're first. Neymar with the short one. Sporting are looking to go forward now. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to pass it through. Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Bullet. Beckenbauer. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. Beckenbauer. Now it's Pelé. Pedri cuts it out. They've got to be quick to recover this. Shot could be on. Played in. He's got tall. He's delivered all right.
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Benfica are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we are back underway.
Benfica definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
That's a shade optimistic. Cruyff, oh, good take in a good area, climbs up big!
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's found a way past. Now that looks a decent ball. Dembele, now it's Pedri. Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Bullet. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Roberto Carlos. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Neymar. Thuram wins the duel this time. That's an imaginative pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. No, again there's no way through. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Mateus. Pelé. He has a look up. He's had a shot! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Pelé. Pedri. Now it's Dembele. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Pelé. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's in a good position here. Might be danger. Real chance! And one more try! Oh, it's there! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 8. Número 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't...
Face to face with the... It's Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lahm. He's in a great position here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Benfica clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Lahm. And the shot's on here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, cracking ball. And this is Cruyff. Big chance! So close to drawing level.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
And now they can spring out of defence. Messi, looking for options for movement. Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Desperate defending required here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that has been cleared. Oh, easy pickings there.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much
Referee
faster.
looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Benfica can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Milan e Benfica.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Best.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Cruyff. Turns back here, probably the best option. Cruyff. Beckenbauer. Cruyff. He's got away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Makaleli. Now it's Mbappe. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Pelé. Maldini calmly anticipates. Threads one in, and he plays one through. Oh, given away! Bullet. Benfica, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Tries to pass it through. Shot, big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Now that's well seen too. Thuram. So it is still 0-0. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Thinks about the shot. Oh, well played. He's given the time to pick a pass. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through. He's having a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Maldini. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cruyff. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, super find. Pelé, there's the shot! Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Nicely aimed pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bullet. Roberto Carlos. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Cleared away. Well, A goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Beckenbauer. Hullet. Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pele. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff. And he was alert to it. Oh, this looks sharp. And now the breakaway. Now it's Eto'o. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hullet. Beckenbauer. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. Ibrahimovic. Decent chance! And he's done it!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution.
And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Benfica head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. There's the start of the second half.
Benfica definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now it's Pele. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cross to the back post. He rises! Cruyff. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Eto'o. Nicely weighted ball. And it's made sure that's not getting through. Aimed to be... It's Eto'o! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Well, that pass isn't the best. That ball looks a good one. And this is Neymar. He is through here. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He won't be happy with that one. Maldini, a picture of focus and alertness. Now it's Ibrahimovic. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Pele. Benfica finding their passes. Oh, they could be caught out here. Plays in a chance. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 18. Makelele. Numero 3.
He's got tall.
el número
Firm
21.
header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
El número 20. Cambio de
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And he's managed to get free. Now, this could be a chance. And it's gone route one. Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbappe is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Good chance here! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, has another goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Cruyff is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Seedorf. Oh, delightful ball.
Benfica surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Benfica still ahead by the game's only goal. Roberto Carlos, and he's picked out the run. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Beckenbauer. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Seedorf. Oh, nice touch. He has found the way through. He slings it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Beckenbauer, and it's Ronaldinho. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And that's it. Benfica have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now he's off and running. Beckenbauer. And it's Zanetti. It's Hullet. Now it's Pelé. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar's, he gets big! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Brahim Diaz. Oh, important interception. Hullet dominates aerially so often. Spread out to the left. That is a great pick out. And he's certainly onside here. And he's heaved it away. Taken back almost at once. Zanetti. Big header! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Benfica are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, good ball, real chance! And it's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Maldini has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Beckenbauer is the team's great visionary. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. And it's Hullet. Beckenbauer. Cruyff. It's Hullet. Pass is just off target. Brahim Diaz was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a
big chance! He scores! Brazil are back in business. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Best! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! That is good strength. Bellingham. Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Pele. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Raul. Raul has got himself a free kick. It's a good 35 yards out, this. And somehow it stayed out. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's got away, aimed beyond the defence, and he's onside. And here's Raul. It's Raul!
Raul really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Beckenbauer. Thuram.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
And it's Gullit. Now it's Pele. He's on it. Can he get away? Bellingham has found the net here, of course. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So we're into the second 45. Robson. Gullit. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Raul. He's through, now is he in? Is there any support? He might not need it. Beckenbauer. Maldini. Beckenbauer. Zanetti, who's set up 1 goal so far. It's Cruyff. And it's Gullit. Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Spread it left. Has a look and place it forward. Roberto Carlos. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, that takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Best clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Benfica are looking to go forward now. Knocks it into space. Ibrahimovic picks it up out wide. And it's Cruyff. Hullet. Beckenbauer. Just about up to the hour now. Hullet. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Best. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Gives it back. Brazil looking to pass their way through. They're urging him to... He's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substituição para o Benfica.
Brazil have their second corner now.
Número 21. Número 13.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Cross from Roberts. Oh, smash against the crossbar. Goal, Brazil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that, because they just don't give up on anything.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the...
Chance for a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Roberto Baggio! Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop.
Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Roberto Baggio actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Terrific header! He will be livid with himself. That pass isn't the best. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a little off target. Half an hour gone in the second half. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Benfica really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Seedorf. And this is Ronaldo. He's being urged. And the shot! So close to drawing level.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Benfica are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Serginho absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's in a good position here. They've got to be quick to recover this.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Chouameni. And Bojan. And it's Kane. And this is Ronaldo. Seedorf did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now that looks a decent ball. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here? Opts for safety. Brazil clearly now in lead preservation mode. Zanetti. And we're done. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match as neutrals we... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Back into the middle. Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide. Roberto Carlos. Thuram with the clearance. Dembele. Pedro Neto. And he plays one through. Oh, that's fabulous. Best place it in. Cruyff. And it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Now Neymar. Benfica, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maldini. Cruyff. Saliba gets across to intercept that. And it's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Pass somewhat off target. Bullet. Cruyff. Quarter of an hour played. Zanetti has got himself a free kick.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And it's Hullet. Zanetti gets into a good position. Hangs one in. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Looking to go deep. Cruyff. Pelé. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Neymar. That has been slung wide. Thuram. Beckenbauer. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. And it's Cruyff. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yaya Toure. Now it's Pedro Neto. Best. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Carlos. Toure does really well to win the ball there. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Hullet. Look at the space here. Chips it through. Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Gets his head on it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Japan are looking to go forward now. Shot could be on. He's picked his way through. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. And here's Cruyff. They're urging him to shoot. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looking for the run. Cruyff. Beckenbauer is the team's great visionary. Now it's come to nothing. Oh, well played, well played. Looking to play him in. Caught offside that time. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Benfica have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, super find. Good read, needed to be. Beckenbauer. And Zanetti. More and more pressure on the ball here. Neymar. And it's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Benfica have their third corner. Cruyff with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a cute ball. They get a throw in.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4, Neymar. Número 21, número 13.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Ibrahimovic.
So we've reached the hour mark. Nice sequence of passes this. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty of energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? And the flag has stayed down. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Japan have broken through, it's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's made it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's got the beating of it. Takes a shot! He's scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That's a shade optimistic. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Seedorf. Closing in on goal. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. He was under real pressure there. And it's Azar. Seedorf. And he's chosen to go back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Driving on and making good progress. Now that's well seen too. Seedorf. Now it's Roberto Baggio. He's had a shot! Goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Probing pass. Seedorf calmly anticipates. Roberto Baggio, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Turan. And it's Maldini. 4 added minutes on the board. To Maldini. Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Seedorf's delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And time is up. Benfica were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Benfica never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition. A very poor show.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.